Already know how we coming.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl E.A.T. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is E.A.T. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Washington, D.C. I wanted to come to y'all and talk about the recent events that happened in the District of Columbia. Before I do that, let me just tell you that I am an entrepreneur with my own cosmetics and skincare business. I do have a lot of new products coming out, so make sure that you check it out. The website will be on the screen. Today's Real Talk Tuesday will be no different. It angers me, but I feel like it's important for my point of view to be out there, especially because I'm from the city. And I feel like down the road, maybe right now or down the road, my opinion will help, you know? So with all of that being said, I wanted to speak about the cookout. The cookout that recently happened on August the 8th around like 12 o'clock at night. This happened on 34th Street. They talking about the Day of Hood. I never heard of 34th Street. You know, and with that, it's like, I feel like these young kids is even making DC more divided because they coming up with new hoods, you know. But anyways, it was a cookout that happened. And this cookout was hosted by the E.A.T dude. And if you don't know what E.A.T is, it's basically a clothing line that was created by a black male from DC. And his name is Malik. I used to follow the E.A.T brand. You know, I used to follow it on Instagram, and I did think that the clothing line was very inspirational, and not only to people who want to design clothes, but also just anybody that's struggling in DC. You know, if anybody knows how hard it is to live here, it would be somebody from DC. You know, an out-of-towner can tell you one thing, that's their experience. But to be from here, you really understand how hard it is to actually feel like you can achieve something and your brand can be seen by people, you know. So that's why I followed the page. But I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I unfollowed a long time ago, and I unfollowed because I seen, I think it was a $2,000 varsity jacket. And I was like, oh, he done lost his damn mind. You know, the clout that he got around it, he done really lost his mind. That's what I was thinking. Because as an entrepreneur myself, I don't ever want to feel like I'm stealing from people. You know, I don't ever want to make my products so high and so unaffordable to the area. You know, it's dope that celebrities and other people, you know, celebrities with a big name have rocked this brand, but it's not time to start hiking up your prices. You know, I really don't think that you should ever hike up your prices. And I'm not saying make things dirt cheap, but in my eyes, I would love to see my city in my shit first. You know, not just some socks, not just a shirt. You know, I want them to be able to afford everything. And you still have those people that can't afford affordable and they complain about it, but you know, they just gonna have to, you know, work that out with themselves. As a black business owner, I never want to do that, and I felt like that's what he was trying to do. It did spark outrage online, as it should have, because the price was just ridiculous. Like, if you are only wanting to supply to celebrities, then say that. You know, say that you are Dapper Dan. You know, say that you the DC Dapper Dan. Because I like Dapper Dan clothes too. but he mainly and only made clothes for celebrities and made clothes that only celebrities could afford. So, you know, him coming from Harlem, if that's wrong, I ain't from New York, all right? Him coming from New York, you know, I would expect that he want to see the whole New York. That mean the Bronx, that mean Queens, that mean every part of New York. Fuck wrong with you. So, moving forward, Malik, the creator of E.A.T, hosted a cookout.
Y'all niggas already know how we coming. Pull the fuck up. We going up. And count these motherfucking bottles out too, man. For real. Count the motherfucking bottles out.
And at this cookout, 20 plus people were shot. Just let that sink in. 20 plus people were shot, including two 17-year-old kids. Wow. Now, this cookout had no food. No food. There was no food, but I saw a lot of alcohol. This cookout, this gathering, he did not submit a permit. And it's funny, you know, it's really funny because I remember I had a summer job, and this summer job was at the permit office. And I was actually a sort of assistant to one of the head motherfuckers. You know, one of the head people that approved or denied permits. And I would just sit there and take notes in all the meetings. I would look through his paperwork and file it, things like that. So I know the process of, even years later, I know the process of getting a permit. And I also know that there is a limit, especially in a pandemic, that you're supposed to bring out to your gathering. Okay? 20 plus people were shot. And I don't know who to be more mad at. I really don't. This is very conflicting for me because I'm mad at the people that was shooting. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's never right to shoot in a crowd. It's never right to go to a function with malice on your mind or evil demonic shit like killing people. But when will we learn not to set ourselves up? When? Because when I saw those videos, do you know what I thought? It had to be more than 200 people out there. And you know what I instantly thought? They look like sitting ducks. Not just because of COVID, you know. They're touching shoulders and all of this shit. Everybody came from all over the place. And yet, they're sitting ducks, just standing around, waiting for something to happen. That's what I thought. I never want to be too hard on my people, but at the same time, we must hold each other accountable. And this is where every single element comes in. Parents, I don't care how old your child is. See what they doing in a day. See where they going. Give them advice. Tell them you don't think that's a good idea. You know, it's got to be some type of way that we can prevent shit like this from happening. And the first thing would be, let's stop doing this. Let's stop setting ourselves up. Because it's really hard for me to have sympathy for those who set themselves up in any scenario. You walked right into that. I seen this video and I'll show y'all if I can.
They shooting like shit, Mo.
And as you can see, there's a girl with some high booty shorts, right? And this girl looks like she's going the other way, right? But then she comes back. What are you walking towards it for? Are you serious? Are y'all really that drunk out there? Are y'all seriously getting that fucked up out there? And it's crazy to me how people set themselves up with that too. You get shit-faced outside and can't even make it home. Barely make it home. And you know what happens when you get fucked up like that and you get shot? You are likely to bleed out. You're likely to bleed out. Your blood is a lot thinner. And not only that, sometimes it's hard to not get real dizzy. It's hard to not throw up when you're drunk and moving around and outside. So just imagine if you get shot. How are you supposed to keep yourself alive? Do you understand? It makes no sense. We gotta stop this shit. We already know that these shooters ain't gonna stop doing what they doing. So why are we doing this? Why, even if it wasn't a pandemic, that cookout don't look safe. And I'm not going to no cookout with no food. No food and all alcohol. Y'all stupid asses don't even know that you gotta eat before you drink. Like, it was a lot. And the facts are this. It was said by police that mostly women got shot. And one thing I know about a lot of DC women is they are motivated towards the wrong, especially if you have children. Most of them look to me like they had kids. So why y'all doing this? At 12 o'clock at night, you supposed to be laid up with your kids. It's not time to have a nightlife. That's over. That's over, and that goes with my video that I posted yesterday. It's time to grow up. It's crazy to me how a lot of people don't see themselves as alcoholics or people with a huge problem as far as drugs go or whatever, when that's what you're chasing. That's exactly what you're chasing. Instead of chasing a future with your children. I will not risk my life like that. I will not put myself in a situation where I can't go home and cuddle with my child. I can't properly take care of my child because of bullet wounds from a place that I shouldn't have been. This is a problem in a lot of places, and a lot of women don't want to admit it. You know, the event said free bottles, so you went. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. The event said everything on me, I got y'all, so you went. Stop chasing shit like that. It's not a good look. We too old for this. Now this shit is new to me. You know, this is kind of like a massacre to me. You know, at the end of the day, this amounts to, you know, a huge tragedy. Yet again, and it's wrongdoing on both sides. We gotta do better. Like, if you know better, do better. And if you don't know better, go around some people that know better. Listen to your parents. Listen to your elders, at least the positive ones. Like, sometimes I be down on myself, or I you know what I'm saying? I be hard on myself because I never was like that. I never really went out, and I did that a few times, but I never really had a social life. And especially when I had Bella, I definitely didn't have a real social life. I still really don't. But I remember in times like this, I really don't need it. And this right here is what fuels me. This right here is what fuels me to achieve greater, inspire others, and get the fuck. You know, DC will always be my city. But I can't, it's just uncomfortable. This type of shit is really uncomfortable, and it's getting worse and worse. On top of, you know, family being very toxic. I'm tired of all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. I just want to desperately focus and perfect my craft so that I can make a way to show Bella, to show my daughter, greater and more than this shit. This is ridiculous. And it just seemed like people don't get it. Like, especially the young ones, they just piss me off. Cause it's like they wanna focus on, you know, oh, these people shouldn't have been shooting. That's true. But you shouldn't have been out there. Your friends shouldn't have been out there. All of them damn people shouldn't have been out there. Just imagine how fucking insane it is to run through a crowd of people. That means that some people got trampled. I know. That had to be 200 plus. And Malik, their blood. Those 20 plus people, blood. Those bones that broke, blood. On your hands. On your hands. What you should do is pay for the funerals at least. If they not gonna lock you up for this. I mean, to me, a child, like him having to pay a fine, okay. But honestly, this shit was a whole, like, you just lured all these people here. And I don't want to say it like you was involved with the shooters because this was your event. But you're responsible for that shit. As a businessman, why would you do this? And this is what I'm saying about people. This is exactly what I'm saying about people from the district. It's a whole bunch of unprofessional shit going on. No matter who it is. That's why I want to set the standard here. I be telling y'all, if you support what I do, support my business because I'm genuine all the way through. I would never put my people in harm's way. And that's future-wise too. If I have events, or let me speak it into existence, when I have events, it won't be no type of shit like this. Nothing like this. I know 100% the unprofessionalism in the city is one thing that really pisses me off. Because I want better. I want people to be better. But look at this shit. Look at it. It just shows. Why would you not get a permit? Why? Why would you hold something in a pandemic? I mean, they gonna tax him like a motherfucker. I ain't lying. I worked at the permits office, y'all. They're gonna tax him. And I mean, maybe it pays to close celebrities and stuff. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But you're gonna have to pay that fee on top of the numerous deaths that you caused with this stupid ass event. And I bet you he had clothes at the event. He had all his shit to sell. And I bet it sold out. Well, congratulations. A cookout with no food and you got money to supply that shit. And you can't put a limit. See, this is my thing. He might say, oh, I didn't know that many people was going to show up. Yeah, that may be true. But you can't put a limit on an event if it's on the street. You cannot put a limit on some shit that's not blocked off. That's not in an actual building. You can't do it. So that's still on you. You didn't control the environment. You see where it's wrong on this side and it's wrong on that side. But it's on your hands. I'm sorry, brother. It's on your hands. And if anybody tell you different, the devil is a lie. That's on you. And it's so sad. A 17-year-old got killed. That's so fucked up. Man, like, it make my heart heavy because, again, I can't even imagine. I can't imagine, but you know what it is? I feel like, especially during this pandemic, people have a problem with not being seen. You know, people have a problem with not being able to show off and show out their outfits and shit. It's not about that. And you see what happens. Your outfit get fucked up from bullets, and then they gotta cut the damn clothes. Or your outfit get real dirty and it's just no going back from there. Was it worth it? Fuck no. But how many times do we have to say that? Oh, I shouldn't have went. Yeah, you shouldn't have went. And I've been in those situations, but I learned from it. I didn't keep doing the same shit, because if you keep doing the same thing, looking for a different outcome, that is the definition of insanity. You understand? I want y'all to really get it. You know, I do. I do, because I'll leave this right here. Leave your thoughts and your comments below. Leave prayers to those who have been hurt, to those who have been shot, to those who have been injured in this incident. Just leave your prayers for those who did not make it. There is also an officer fighting for her life who was off duty at the time that got hit. And pray that the damn Trump and Muriel Bowser get some more fucking police in here, because they couldn't contain that. Go to Murder Mayhem DC and you can see all of the videos. So let's pray that too. And I will see you guys in my next video.